What if I told you that beneath the endless, sun-scorched sands of our world's great deserts lies a secret? Not just a few buried ruins, but an entire civilization, hidden from sight, waiting to be rediscovered. It sounds like something out of a science fiction movie, but compelling clues and tantalizing theories suggest that beneath the dunes, a lost world might just exist. For centuries, deserts like the Sahara, the Gobi, and the Atacama have been seen as barren wastelands, but this wasn't always the case. Take the Sahara, for example. Thousands of years ago, it was a lush, green savanna, teeming with life, rivers, and lakes. We know this from ancient rock art found in remote caves, depicting giraffes, crocodiles, and people swimming. This period, known as the Green Sahara, lasted for millennia. But as the climate changed, the rain stopped, and the sands began to encroach. What happened to the people who lived there? Did they simply migrate away? Or did some of them find a more ingenious way to survive? This is where the story gets fascinating. Imagine a civilization that, faced with an increasingly hostile surface world, decided not to flee, but to go down. They could have harnessed the vast underground aquifers that we know exist beneath the Sahara. These immense reserves of fossil water are remnants of that wetter, greener past. A society with advanced knowledge of engineering and geology could have constructed subterranean cities, connected by a network of tunnels, tapping into these underground lakes for water and growing crops with hydroponic techniques. Think about the ancient Egyptians. They were masters of engineering and had a deep understanding of the underworld, which was central to their beliefs. Is it so far-fetched to think that a neighboring or even a precursor civilization could have applied similar skills to create a literal underworld kingdom? Legends from desert-dwelling peoples across the globe, from the Tuareg in North Africa to the indigenous peoples of Australia, speak of ant people or underground dwellers who created vast cities beneath the earth. Are these just myths, or are they distorted folk memories of a real, historical people? Let's look at some physical evidence. All across the world's deserts, we find strange and unexplained structures. In the Sahara, there are thousands of kilometers of ancient underground water channels called fogaras, or qanats. The official explanation is that they were simply irrigation systems, but their sheer scale and complexity are staggering. Some of these tunnels run for dozens of kilometers, dug by hand through solid rock with a precision that would challenge modern engineers. Could they be more than just irrigation? Could they be the highways and aqueducts of a subterranean society? Then there's the technology. Modern satellite imagery and ground-penetrating radar are revealing anomalies buried deep beneath the sand. We're seeing geometric patterns, massive structures, and what appear to be the outlines of ancient riverbeds and settlements that are completely invisible from the surface. In 2015, researchers discovered a massive network of rivers under the Saharan sand, a system so vast it would rival some of the largest rivers on Earth today. If the rivers are there, why not the cities that once lined their banks? Imagine what life would be like in a city under the sand, protected from the scorching sun and harsh winds. The inhabitants would have created their own self-sustaining ecosystem. They could have used geothermal energy for power and light. Perhaps they cultivated bioluminescent fungi to illuminate their vast caverns, creating a world that was always bathed in a soft, ethereal glow. Their art and culture would have been shaped by their unique environment, with themes of stone, water, and darkness, completely different from any surface civilization we know. So, why haven't we found definitive proof yet? The desert is one of the most difficult environments on Earth to explore. The shifting sands can bury a site in a matter of days, and the sheer scale of these areas is immense. We'd have explored more of the surface of the moon than we have the subsurface of the Sahara. The clues are scattered, fragmented, and often dismissed by mainstream archaeology, which tends to be very conservative. Any evidence that doesn't fit the established historical timeline is often labeled an anomaly or a natural formation. But the idea of a lost advanced civilization is not just a fantasy. Think of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, a massive temple complex that predates Stonehenge and the pyramids by thousands of years, completely rewriting our understanding of early human society. It was intentionally buried and hidden for millennia. What if Göbekli Tepe wasn't a one-off? What if it's part of a much larger tradition of hiding or preserving knowledge and entire ways of life beneath the earth? The civilization beneath the desert wouldn't necessarily have to be entirely human as we know it. What if, over thousands of years of isolation underground, they evolved differently, adapted to a low-light environment, perhaps developing enhanced senses of hearing and touch? This idea starts to sound even more like science fiction, but evolution is a powerful force, and isolation is one of its key drivers. Let's consider the implications. If we were to discover such a civilization, it would change everything. It would prove that human history is far more complex and mysterious than we ever imagined. It would show us that our ancestors were capable of incredible feats of engineering and adaptation. And it poses a thrilling, slightly chilling question. If they were so advanced, did they simply die out? Or are they still there, hidden deep beneath our feet, listening and waiting? The quest to find this hidden world continues. Amateur explorers, using drones and satellite maps, are constantly scanning the deserts for new clues. Independent researchers are piecing together legends, geological data, and archaeological anomalies, trying to build a coherent picture. They face skepticism and a lack of funding, but their passion is fueled by the possibility of making the single greatest discovery in human history. The next time you look at a picture of a vast, empty desert, remember that appearances can be deceiving. Beneath that seemingly lifeless expanse of sand could lie a world beyond our wildest dreams. A silent kingdom of stone and water, holding the secrets of our own forgotten past. The truth is out there, or rather it's down there, waiting for the right person with the right tools and the right mindset to uncover it. The desert keeps its secrets well, but it cannot keep them forever. What do you think? Is it possible that a highly advanced civilization thrived, and perhaps still thrives, in cities built beneath the sand? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The story of humanity is still being written, and its most exciting chapters may still be buried, waiting to be read. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our next exploration.